So this is the chart for AMD right here. And if you haven't been, following my, my page, my name's, I go by Bud, I'm not a trader. I've been successfully investing for the last couple of years, essentially successfully calling tops and bottoms of the general market, right? And my indicators have been roughly, I'd say like 95% accurate, if not more than that. And I'd argue that my indicators are probably better than any signal, Warren Buffett, any hedge fund, whatever you want to call it, right? But this is just kind of some free sauce for you guys. I don't usually share this kind of information publicly unless you're part of the Patreon, right? But right now, it's a really good time to start looking at like AMD, which AMD is hitting a nice little low here, as well as NVIDIA. And a lot of other tickers are closing this, what I like to call a perfect entry trigger on my custom indicator. So again, SMCI, NVIDIA, AMD, TSM, any kind of semiconductor, right, related stocks, I think is a really good opportunity to start adding into your long term. Not only that, but other kind of stocks like, I can't really check right now, but there's a lot of other tickers that are what I like to call closing a perfect entry on the weekly. And when it closes a perfect entry on the weekly, generally that's a really good time to start adding to your long-term portfolio. So even right now, on my portfolio, I'm actually adjusting my stocks to hold a little bit more into the semiconductor and AI area because I want to hold personally. I want more NVIDIA. More AMD, NVIDIA. I want more Microsoft, right? I want more TSM, SMCI, things like that. So I'm adjusting my portfolio a little bit with a little bit more on the AI risk sense, right? And the AI risk heavy, especially because I use a lot of AI in my businesses, right? So definitely want to recommend anything, specifically SMCI, NVIDIA, AMD. I think generally is a pretty nice low right now for all the tickers, right? Obviously not financial advice. Do whatever the hell you want. It's your own money. I don't really care what you do, right? Doesn't really, benefit me for you to do something else. I'm just trying to give you guys some free sauce. So anybody that's looking at buying NVIDIA or AMD specifically at this moment, I think is like a perfect entry for your long term. And by long term, I mean you're holding this shit for like 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Either way, AMD is like 100% down from its low, like 50% down from its lows. It's a good time to buy.